Look at this. There's just nobody out here. I don't know what smells worse, this or Salton Sea.
Well, as promised in our previous video, Salton Sea, California, which I'll leave a link to in the description below, heading on over now to Box Canyon Road, which is the road that gets you from the Salton Sea area to Interstate 10, where the country is your oyster basically from there. It's not a straight shot at all, but it's a beautiful one. You will see beautiful, desolate 15-mile stretch of road surrounded by rock formation. It reminds me of how I've imagined Mars to look like, except for the occasional semi-truck road. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you really like what you're seeing, go ahead and click the subscribe button, hit that bell to let you know when the next time I post a video. You'll notice that QR code up in the upper right hand corner. If you're watching on TV, just whip out your phone, turn your camera on, take a snapshot of that, and you should be directed right to my YouTube channel. The subscribe button will be front and center. You know, when I started out on this journey today, it was with the intention of seeing the Salton Sea and stopping by the George Patton Museum. The link between them is this road. It's the best link anyways. I was advised to take this road, told how extremely scenic it was or is, and they did not lie to me. They did not disappoint, because this road is spectacular. And I mentioned in the thumbnail even how riding around here, in the text of the thumbnail, right? And I mentioned that this is like what I imagine Mars to look like if I were to take little Missy here, take my trike to Mars, and ride around there. This is what I would picture the surrounding area to look like. You really can't see it, but these hillsides are beautiful red. It's just a gorgeous day. There's no traffic out here to contend with. I'm just really soaking all of this up, and was not expecting this. I've had some nice rides before. My ride up to Pioneer Town, that was 4 miles of beautiful, picturesque roads. But this is in a 15-mile strip here. I mean, it's a lot longer between the two. Between the 10 and Salton Sea is further than 15 miles, but this stretch of land, this 15 miles worth of road here, is spectacular. From a motorcyclist point of view, you could spend all day here. I mean, you could just go back and forth 15 miles at a stretch and see something different each time. I'm in awe of what I'm seeing. It's hard to believe that there's nobody else out here taking advantage of this. There seems to be maybe some of this area is designated for camping, or maybe it's not, and people are just doing it. But I've seen several RVs on the side of the road. I don't know if this is permitted camping or not, but I can certainly see why people would want to camp here. Although there's nothing, unless you're into hiking, there's not much else to do if you're going to camp out here. But it's spectacular, folks. I really recommend that you come up here and check this out, especially if you're into motorcycles. Just take Rick's advice here and spend some time coming up here to check this out. You'll love it. still here with me, it must be because you're just as mesmerized as I was when I was riding this road and seeing these sights. I hope it doesn't disappoint. On another note, you might hear in the background a low audio track of me talking. I apologize for that, but it was the original video. I was running a wireless mic system that I don't have enough experience with yet. It's a great microphone. I can't wait to get it all dialed in, but in the meantime, you gotta suffer with me here as I fumble through and figure it out. But hopefully on the next video or two, I'll have it all dialed in, and you'll get a much better sound with my onboard mic going and give you a little commentary. You heard it in the beginning of the video, but that's when I wasn't going 45 miles an hour. I gotta get that. I gotta start messing with it and learning about it. But it's a great system, and I'm sure in the next video or two I'll have it figured out, and it'll be a better experience for all of us. So cross your fingers. I know I am. I just can't get over how I'm the only guy out here on the road, except for the occasional, and I mean occasional, semi-truck or Subaru. But this is so strange for me. I mean, it really is. I mean, the scenery alone has me thinking I'm on Mars, but me being the only one out here, it's crazy. I love it. But all right, I'm not gonna talk so much anymore. I'm gonna let you just check this out. Soak it all in. Well, that's it, folks. Another ride in the books. As I mentioned earlier, this has been my favorite ride in the Coachella Valley so far. The GoPro camera just doesn't do this area justice capturing the real depth of the scenery here. You have to experience it to appreciate what I'm telling you, especially if you're a motorcycle enthusiast. You'll love it, I assure you. If you do make it up here, make sure your equipment is 100% full of gas and supplies, because you're on your own once you commit to this ride. There is nothing on the roads between the Salton Sea and the 10 freeway if you do have an emergency, so come prepared. And as I always say, please be careful and be kind.